Welcome back to the survival challenge, and first thing we are going to do today is tackle the trailer full of hay bales we have in front of us. Now we're probably going to skip ahead some time, and I'm not sure where that's going to take us, so let's roll the intro and get to work. These are the hay bales that we made last time and stacked up, and they need to go in the shed because it's about to rain. Not that that matters in FS22, but for my own peace of mind, I would like to get them put away in the shed. That's it. After that, I'm not sure what we're going to do. The animals are all good. The crops are all good. We're really just waiting for them to be ready to harvest now. So maybe we will skip ahead to next month when our first crops should be ready. The soybean price is good on the train, but I don't really want to use the train because that costs money, and I don't think the price difference is worth it. And there's one more month of price rises to go, so I am just going to wait out and see what they end up going up to. We've got just over 18,000 litres of soybeans to sell from the various contracts that we did back in version 1.2 when you got a nice generous bonus for harvesting contracts, and I think that's still the case. We'll be selling those. Looks we should make in the region of about 55,000 euros. I've not changed it to euros or kilometers per hour. Oh well, and you can see our barley crop over there is looking pretty good. That's going to be our chicken feed. Hoping that the chickens have enough food to last them through to us harvesting. There's a little bit of chicken feed in the back there behind that bag of lime, which is kind of useful to know. We've still got plenty of space in the sheep pen for them to keep breeding, so we're not going to sell any just yet. But it really is a bit of a waiting game at the moment, and I don't really want to do a bunch of contracts. I think we're probably well enough off for cash at the moment to not really need to do a bunch of contracts. We'll have a look at what's available once we've the first fail. Well, actually it's kind of helped us. This little skid steer is awesome, apart from being very twitchy on the steering with a bale on the front. It is making great short work of this. None of the things that we have seem to be using very much water. So I keep checking every time I load the game, do I need to give anything water? And nothing needs water. I think it's just going down ever so slowly. Just kind of weird. Even the greenhouses. And I've had those almost since the start. And it feels like I've not put water in them since the start. Oh, it's how they are. It's how they are. I guess our sheep will start using more once there are more mature sheep in the pen. Maybe the same with the horses. Haven't had the horses long. Yeah, I think probably that first field that we planted, or maybe one of the fields that we brought, is going to be our next big job, getting those harvested. And that'll just give us a load of straw as well to bale up. There's nothing good in the deals when I checked, so once we've got this done, we are going to skip ahead a day, see if anything does crop up in there. And I'm actually managing to chat whilst bale unloading, which is kind of impressive for me. Maybe a skid steer is the way to go. Come on, let go. There we go. Hopefully the sound is coming through okay. I'm in a hotel tonight, other than at home. So not my usual setup. Last one, not had any significant incidents yet. See if we can get 100% success on here. Come on, change gear, there we go. Awesome. Oh, change gear. Gear changes in this are not brilliant. It's general FS22 thing actually. I have to hit the change direction key so many times to get it to actually work. Can leave that there. And the off button as well, it would appear. Get this trailer put away. Because I don't think we're going to need that for a little while. Come on. Oh, so close. Okay, we're going to loop around the other way. I'm trying to crash less now. Trying to crash less. And therefore think a bit more about my driving. And not go so fast everywhere. Which I think is the problem. That might be the whole keyboard thing where I have a digital throttle. It's either on or off. We'll park this up here next to the 4 trailers, which are a bit of a mess. And then I think we will bed down for the night, see what the morning looks like, and see if there are any interesting contracts available. So yeah, I do use the Sleep Anywhere mod on here because I have never put in a sleep trigger since the first time we had one. And I thought that was causing the issues with exploding trees. It wasn't. That was a Giants game bug. But, you know, I didn't know at the time. It was so early on in the game that no one really knew what the bugs were. And so I just removed it, and I've never added it back in. And we left the Unimob running all night. So, let's have a quick check of everything. Sheep could do with a bit more hay. Chickens should be good for another day. Horses have got lots of food. I think I actually left some bales in there. Probably why they've got, yep, they're okay. So let's go give the sheep some food. Now what have we got contract-wise? We've got some fertilizing contracts, sowing contracts. We do have some herbicide left. That might be a good idea. I think we have some herbicide left. Should have driven back along here. Let's have a look. We don't. Oh, we do have an IBC of herbicide. Can we see what's in the sprayer? No. Can we see what's in the IBC? 700 litres of herbicide. That might do one of the small contracts. Now back into the skid steer. Perfect. I'm having to be very gentle with the mouse because I don't have my mouse mat either. Trying to minimize the amount of random background noise that comes through. Yeah. I'm going to do a quick top of our finances of the fields that we have, because I don't think we need to do any contracts now. I think we need to get to harvest. So let's have a look. So we've got 208,000. Let's fix that while we're here. Euros. I know. It doesn't really make a difference, but we're in Europe. And then we've got 112 and 146, so that's 258, 400 and 64,000. Yeah, I don't think we need to do any more contracts. So I think what I'm going to do is get the horses ridden and cleaned, keep an eye on the chickens, and I'll be back with you when it's harvest time. So I will see you in a few moments. So it's the 1st of June and our small barley field is ready. This is to feed our chickens. I'm thinking that we're going to need a silo with all the crops that we have. And we now have from, which I used a little bit in FS19, from Alien Gym. Yeah, Alien Gym. We have the animated shed pack. So I'm thinking of putting one of these in. Where we had that little chicken coop before. Yeah. Assuming this is the same as it was in FS19, it's supposed to be a drive-through, but I think we can use it as a back-in job. I'm just hoping that it looks okay when it builds and doesn't get stuck into the sheep pen too much. It doesn't look too out of place in the yard there. I think that will be okay. It's kind of snug getting through there. But as long as we can get... Actually, we don't need to get the combine out of there because we're going to have harvested that pretty soon. So as long as we can get the trailer through, I think we're good with that, you know. I think that will work. So we'll use the John Deere actually for the trailer, and we need to get the combine out and get some harvesting done, which is kind of cool. Most of this is probably going to go to feeding the chickens, but yeah, I'm happy that we've got a silo now. We've got a lot of crops to harvest, so trailer is just there. I'm thinking we can probably, if we can get the header out of the door, we can just stick it straight on the combine. So let's pull this out of the shed and then we'll get the combine out and we'll make a start. And it looks like today's video is actually going to be harvesting, which is kind of cool. Hopefully this fits out of the door. We need to get some fuel. Pickup truck is all the way down the other end of the farm. It's a bit annoying. I say all the way down, it's not that far. The farm's not that big, but you know. Repair wise we're okay. Can I just get this guy out of the door? It's some really awful freaking driving from me. Yeah, look at that. Lovely job. So I just need to make one quick change and we will get harvesting this. That's better. I have a mouse mat now, which was really bugging me before. So hopefully now you shouldn't hear the mouse quite so much. If you could hear it before, I don't know, because I haven't gone back and checked. Let's start harvesting our first own crops. So this was the first crop that we planted. We need to enable the straw swath. We definitely want the straw. At the very least we will be selling it, but depending on where we go next, we might be taking it with us with the horses. So cool. So long ago that we ploughed in this first field. And we now have a crop being harvested. Obviously we brought the combine last harvest season because there were a bunch of harvesting contracts and they made us a lot of money, but we are now into our own crop. I'm thinking that we maybe didn't need to worry about that silo really today, but we will need it, so. And it was only £30,000 euros. We're in euros again now, so not really massive amount. Doesn't feel like we're going to get a lot of crop off this field. I mean, it is pretty darn tiny, to be honest, and we do have a bigger field now of wheat to feed the chickens with. Not that we're going to be I guess we'll be here until the end of the year, or until we've sold most of the crops off. It's been so long since we've done harvesting on here, I'm not actually sure how much everything holds. But I am really pleased that we've got that silo in. That's really cool. I had not even thought about needing a silo. So as I said, I am away in a hotel at the moment and I have a really awful internet. That's why there's been a day at least without a video, because it's so bad I can't upload. And it took a little while to find some mods and download them. I'm hoping that when I go into work tomorrow I can upload the video for tomorrow, which will have been a few days ago when you see this. But time travel's complicated. Time travel is complicated. Yeah, coming towards, this marks the beginning of the end of this series. We've got 2 fields here left to harvest. We've got the 2 fields in the main map, which neither of are ready to harvest, I do not believe yet. Nope, not ready to harvest yet. There is a field up there. There's a couple of fields on the map that are ready to harvest actually, so we might be looking at some harvest contracts as well. I will definitely be interested in taking those on, and we might look at getting a trailer to move this damn combine around because it is so slow. If we can pick up a cheap low loader to put behind the Unimog, that would be a really big benefit, I think. Do need to make sure I'm keeping enough cash to buy the sugar beet harvester. And I don't think I'm going to put loads of feed into the chickens. I'm just going to put in enough to keep them going for a bit at a time, because they are going to be sold off when we finish up on here. I'm not going to take them with me. I'm not big on doing chickens. They were just a cheap way to get into making some money at the start when we were dirt poor. So far the fuel seems to be holding up. I'm nearly done headlands and the whole field. And I've got just over half a combine full. Yeah, I think in this episode we're just going to play slowly, get the crop harvested and baled, and that might be it. Just because of time limitations, really. And I've got the opportunity to just do a nice slow paced video. You've got time to play the game and kind of ramble. So, yeah, I think that might be what we do. And probably gonna then again progress a month. We're on, I think, 2-day months on here, because I think each month we'll have a fresh field that comes up to harvest. Let's just check that. Settings, it's going to be in that one here, 2-day months. So I think we might just skip the next game day if we haven't got everything done, and get to the next field ready to harvest. There was me worried about needing a silo. We're not even going to fill the combine, I don't think. It's probably not going to get that many bales either. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Might have a look at what those harvest contracts are that are available and do those as a time lapse. Got 2 more rows on here probably. We will be done. This combine does have a nice wide header. I can't remember the name of the modder that makes this. It's off of either Facebook or itch.io. I think it's Tired Iron Modding, maybe, but I'm really not sure. But it's a really cool, really cheap old combine, and was perfect for on here for us getting started. and we didn't even need that fuel that I thought we needed. So that's kind of cool as well. Saved ourselves a bit of, well, not really saved money because we've already spent the money. But you know what I mean. Harvest number 1 done. That took a long time, didn't it? We'll tip it in the trailer and then we'll go give the chickens some food and put the rest in the silo. Because we have a silo now. And then we'll do some baling. No idea what the capacity is of this trailer now because it's been so long. We also need to check the soybean price while we're at it. Where are we? Up here. Oh, that is a good price. See, the train's slightly better, but really not worth it. But that is a good price. So I think we need to go and sell our soybeans as well after this. Get the cash coming in from those. We'll leave the door closed on that for now. It's taken forever to empty this. But yeah, so our soybeans are in the train silo. So if we tag that. So that's all the way up there. Our soybeans are here. So we're going to need to go up and round down to there. Maybe we do rent the train actually. Maybe it's worth the €1,000 to rent the train. Maybe it's worth that. Just because it's a lot of driving. Okay, so put the auger away, put the combine away. We're going to leave the header on the combine because I think we're going to need this next. We don't have any crops that need the corn header that we've got. That was from doing contracts, or for doing contracts. So that's going to be annoying if it's there. We'll drop it off and put the combine back. And then let's go feed some chickens. And then we'll tip the leftovers into the silo, or I think we'll put about 1,000 litres in each of the chicken coops. That's a bit snugger. But, you know, snugger, is that a word? Tighter. But we will soon be able to cut across this way, so not too worried about that. That's a giant field of oats, which is looking pretty good. I just jumped out of the tractor stupidly. What I wanted to do was look in the calendar for oats are next month and wheat is next month. So I think next game month we will be pretty busy. Yeah, we'll put about 1,000 litres in each one and then put the rest in the silo. See how that does. Or a bit more. Can we... rock there, isn't there? Can we just drive around that? And we'll put some in the other bit. Other chicken coop. Come on. This tractor does sound quite nice. It's not often that I have the sound on, as I've said many times before. That doesn't sound too bad. Should see those okay for a few days. Yeah. They'll be fine for a little while. I know it's in the red, but it doesn't matter particularly. So yeah, next job is, I think we'll get the soybeans sold. I don't actually know how much this trailer holds, whether we can do it in one run. Let's just jump into the garage. Trailers, so our trailer holds 18,000. So yeah, if we use the Unimog, we can take it all in one go, and that also means we're quicker. So yeah, maybe we'll just sell it at the grain sell point. Oh, that's such a familiar sight. I used the FS19 version of this on my Sandy Bay Let's Play, which was my second ever series and probably one of my favourites. I was going to say we could leave the trailer in here, but actually we need it almost straight away, so yeah. That's that tipped. We can drop that off the back of there. We'll jump in the Unimog, which has got plenty of fuel. We need to put the back on it so that it can hold grain. This could be a fun corner. Yeah, we just need to remember to take that corner nice and wide. And we'll be fine. Customize. We put the back on it. That's good. Jump back in there. Could probably do with a wash if we're going to haul grain with it, but you know, we haven't got a pressure washer, so not going to happen. More fun with gear changes. It's like the Big Bang Theory and fun with flags, fun with gear changes. And off we go to the grain elevator. Or do we grab the train? Where's the box for the train? There? I've never leased the train. There. I don't know where you lease the train on here. I suspect it'll be gone by the time we get round there, because we've got to go all the way up here to the bridge. Oh well. And the nice thing about the Unimog is it's quick, but I might crash. Or drive past completely the turning that I want. So our field over there doesn't look like it is growing particularly well. In fact, I'm just going to divert down here and have a look. Oh, that's not our field. Our field is the next one over. Okay. Ah, the Obaleron, or Ubaloo, or whatever Daggerwin calls it. Starter farm. Yeah, there are some nice growing fields that we could get harvesting contracts on as we work through harvest season on here. Just pin the cruise control. I'm just trying to keep an eye on how long I have been recording for. So, one of these, I guess. Not that one. Is that maybe where you lease the train from? Where is the train on the map? Let's try it, shall we? Because I've never used it. So can we tab to the train? I probably have tabbing to the train turned off. Not sure where that is in the options. Chat if you see it. Switch to trains on. Okay. This is going smooth, isn't it? Can I tab to the train now? No, still can't tab to the train. I guess we'll just have to wait for it. And hope that my crop is actually in this silo. I think it is. It's in one of the train silos, I know that. And here it comes, and then we would be going off to, I guess, that one. Hopefully we can get in the train. Something a bit different. No. You're going to stop train? Yes. You're going to let me in now? Hey. Right. So, yes, we need to pull forwards a bit. And fill that one. Like a pro. So, are my soybeans in here? Yes, they are. And off we go to the sell point. I assume they're the same. Tag place. No, it's the one all the way up there. Back the other way. Brake. And we'll get to do a little tour of the map. Train Sim 22. We just stopped and restarted the recording there because it was getting a little bit long. Let's see what we get for these, and then I think we'll get into a time lapse because I've done quite a lot of not time lapsey stuff on here, and otherwise this is going to be an hour-long video. Another Big Bang reference, I guess. Riding the rails like Sheldon. I have been told I am like him, apparently. It's true. It is true. I want to steer as well. And I do love how they've managed to get the high voltage overhead cables to bend round curves. That's some impressive physics you've got going on there, Giants. That is some impressive physics. Yes, there's another field there that we might be able to get a harvesting contract on. We'll have a look at that as well. Over the bridge. And Giants could have done so much with this map, I think. And just some little things that in a couple more playable farms that are actually on the map. But not that disappear when you start into something other than New Farmer. Make it like a mod map. Stuff like that you can have fixed in the base game. You know, it's not like, I get that they have to have open land, so that if you want, you can use your 30-meter planter on the map. But that's no reason why you can't have some farms built into the map that people can play. I think that would just, you know, be sensible in my eyes. Make it so people want to play the game a bit more. Not everyone wants to build farms. I am not brilliant at it. I do have an idea for a couple of videos on building farms that I'm tempted to try, but I'm not brilliant at building farms. So, you know, there are a lot of people that are the same, or just don't want to. And so, you know, just put a couple of farms on the map. Maybe with some more of the animal pens built in so people can play them. I think that would be good. So we're just coming up to the sell point. I have no idea if I could have gone to the other one or not. This is the very first time I have used the train in FS22. I think I used it once in FS19 on the Alpine map, got ripped off and never touched it again. So we'll see how we go here. We should get kicked out. Not bad, 69,000 euros for the soybeans, and it only cost us 88 euros to lease the train. Do we need to return it? No, we don't. So we can jump back in the Unimog that we took to the train station for no reason and get ourselves back to the yard. And I think that is a good point to just take a quick pause and get back to the farm. Back with you in a sec. I think what I'm going to do is get the baling done and to call it a video. It's not a massive amount of in-game progress, but a slightly different style to usual. How do we close the doors? There we go. So the other thing I've noticed is that my mouse that I use has stopped left clicking properly, which is quite annoying. I don't know if it needs... It's only recently had new batteries put in, so I don't think it needs batteries again. But it's kind of annoying because I play a lot of the game with my family, and so I have a silent mouse for when I'm doing that. Because the clicking is quite annoying. I quite like that it's silent anyway, and if that stops working, I don't really want to have to buy another one at the moment. So yeah, that's a bit annoying, but I might have to think about replacing it, because it's not that old either, and it's a Logitech, so it should be decent quality, it should last. It doesn't seem to be. And it travelled a lot with it, so maybe that's a problem. Maybe it's got some stuff stuck under the micro switch or something, but it's kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get many bales off of here, but we'll get this baled up. I'm not going to get the bales put away. I might do that between videos. I'm just going to take them and stick them in one of the sheds. Maybe over by the horses. That would be sensible, because if any animal is going to get the straw, it will be the horses, although we don't have a straw blower at the moment, so we're not giving them straw. Not even entirely sure if that pen takes straw, but then they're not old enough to be breeding yet, so we don't need to worry too much about their health. I am riding them to try and boost that up a bit, just in case we sell them off at the end of this series, rather than moving them with us. I guess there's a question, because there's a possibility that I'm going to move this series over to an American map. Is it sensible to take some of the stuff with us at that point, or just completely stupid because you wouldn't take horses on a transatlantic journey? I don't know. What do you think? The nice thing about having the sound on is I can hear when the balers fall. The annoying thing about having the sound on is I can hear when the balers fall. So that's kind of an annoying beep. We've got 3 bales so far. Considering we only got 8,000 litres off of here, that's not that bad. But yeah, short-ish in-game video, long-ish actual video, because there's no time lapses. It just means I can get something done in a couple of hours in the evening and have something to put out, basically. So I'm working on a video looking at whether you make money out of grapes, and it's taking a fair bit of time to do. It's a bit like my most profitable animals videos, but with grapes. So running a grape specific farm with just grapes, and that means it's quite a big vineyard, and it means it's quite time consuming to do everything on it. So yeah, knocking out a video in an hour or so in the evening is quite handy. They've also done a couple of commentaries this evening for videos that have already been released that you will have seen. One of them twice because I was an idiot. Yes, I've missed some straw there. I'll come back and pick that up. Getting my keys wrong. Yes, it's been a pretty productive evening actually, considering. Sometimes these evenings away after a day at work are not so productive because they're pretty long, tiring days. I tend to leave home at about 5:30 in the morning, 5:15 in the morning, and then do a day's work, and then get to the hotel and just want to crash. But not so much today. See if we can find that extra 90 litres of hay. I'm pretty sure we've got that laying in the field. In the few clusters we have sitting about. Oh, we need a bit more. It was more than 90 litres. It's 5,000 litres we need to get to for these. See if we can do it. I guess if not, we've got another field that's going to have straw. Another 3 fields they're going to have straw. Let's have a look. Nah, I give up. The beeping's annoying me. We'll finish that one off on the next field. Get the baler put away. And I think we will call that a video. So let's do the park first, and then we'll do the mandated YouTube endy bit. Yes, YouTube makes you do that. Not optional. You have to do it. So yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, click the like button. Do not smash the like button. If you smash it and break it, you have to buy me a coffee. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not already, click the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you next time on the survival challenge.